Alright, Budget Magic, blue-red Thopters in Standard. This is alright. Wouldn't mind a third land after getting stuck on land a couple games. I think we're playing enough, though. We have like 24? But we have a couple 2-drops, so it makes it reasonable. Hangerback's a good one. And we got our Spy Network. Ooh, alright, what are we up against? Yeah, let's just play Hangerback X1. Actually, Rune Servitor is a better attacker. That's alright, we'll play Hangerback. Next turn we could pump up Hangerback and play Ghostfire Blade if we don't draw land. If we do draw land, then we can play Rune Servitor, pump up Hangerback. Naya? Seeker of the Way? Sure. Not a land. Yeah, let's play Ghostfire Blade and just pass. We want to be able to activate Hangerback in response to a burn spell. Actually, maybe I probably should have activated it there since we're not going to block anyway, and then we're guaranteed to have the counter. Problem is, we'll go to activate at the end of turn. Our opponent can hit it in response. And then we don't get 2 tokens anyway. But I think we got to do it. But yeah, I should have activated it main phase. Counterintuitive, but I think it was the right play. Yep. Alright, are we going to draw lands, or is it going to be another one of those don't draw lands games? Apparently, another one of the not going to draw lands games, unfortunately. Alright, another Hangerback. Attack with our Thopter. Oh boy. Gideon's pretty annoying here. Our Disdainful Strokes and counters are so good against things like Gideon, but if we just are stuck on 2 lands, we don't really have the opportunity just to leave up mana to counter something like that. Take another 2 from Hangerback, down to 16. And there's the Gideon, post-combat, so they didn't get lifelink. Oh, this mana screw is killing us. Killing us. Makes a 2/2. Alright, well, let's equip up Ghostfire Blade. Hit Gideon. And just well, alright, we're going to do it the right way this time. Going to activate the Hangerback now. Taking so much damage, though. Oh, this mana screw. I think this deck is really good, but it is not showing it by just never drawing lands. No, there's Seeker of the Way. Do they have a Kolaghan's Command to kill our Thopter, maybe? Apparently not. Here comes Gideon. So we're taking 9 here. Pretty bad. And they do have Kolaghan's Command. Gonna hit our Ghostfire Blade and kill our Thopter. Yeah, that does it. Can't do anything about Mana Screw, unfortunately. We can bring in negates over Disdainful Strokes. Bring in another Fiery Impulse over, I guess Ether Grid, and maybe go down a Whirler Rogue for a, I guess choice. Do we want a roast or a rending volley? Rending volley kills a lot of what we saw. Only problem with this setup is we don't have a clean answer to a dragon, although we have a lot of Thopters that can block. Yeah, we'll go rending volley. All right, let's be able to play Magic this game. 2-land triple negate. Oh my goodness, is it going to happen again? I mean, it's not like we can just not keep 2-land hands. Especially, this is a reasonable one. If we draw a land, we get 2 4-mana with Pilgrim's Eye. So this isn't... It's not a bad 2-land hand. The negates shut down a lot of good cards out of our opponent's deck. So it's not like it's a bad hand, but if we just never... Yeah. If we just never draw lands, it doesn't do us any good, is the problem. Starting to feel like last game. Alright, let's just draw a land so I can stop complaining. It's just frustrating because this deck seems really sweet, but we keep it can't really show how sweet it is if it is constantly stuck on 2 lands. They're just gonna roast our hanger back right now. Sure. Land? Well, it's a tap land, but technically it's a land. That's alright. The only problem is it puts us in an awkward position where if we play Pilgrim's Eye next turn to get our 4th land, our opponent could resolve a Gideon, and we really don't want that to happen. We want to be able to leave up these negates to stop a Gideon. So we'll see. If we just draw another land, it kind of solves the problem for us. What do they got? Painful Truce? Well, we will definitely negate a Painful Truce. That is not part of our plan. Ooh, and we draw an island? Alright, so in that case, we're just going to sit on a negate this turn. The next turn, we can Pilgrim's Eye, get another land, and leave up negate. Try to make sure our opponent does not get to resolve a Gideon is the main goal of this line. Not that we can't beat a Gideon, but it is better if we can keep it off the battlefield. I guess we would have been safe to do it anyway, apparently, since our opponent didn't have an untapped land. Kolaghan's Command. Well, I guess we will keep negating. Might as well. Ooh, P and Karen. Well, I think we wait on that. Go Pilgrim's Eye. Search out another land. We'll just get an island here. Play the island. Attack with our Thopter. And pass the turn. Alright, we're getting there. Another Kolaghan's Command. Alright. We will keep negating at this point. Might as well. Probably would have had to discard it anyway. So let's attack with both. Hopefully our opponent doesn't have Radiant Flames. That would be the blowout here. Get in with both. Play a P and Karen Nolar. I think we're gonna... Alright, we're gonna play Evolving Wilds. If they have a third Kolaghan's Command in hand, then we'll discard our Thopter Engineer. I was thinking about holding it because of that, but sweet! Alright, see, when we draw lands, our deck can work. Let's run it back like this, I think. We were pretty fortunate that we had those 3 negates. Not that it really would have mattered. Whoa! Talk about a resilient hand. Well, triple Hangerback is pretty awesome. And we actually have 3 lands, which makes me feel a little better. And we have a Fiery Impulse to take care of the first, I don't know, Seeker of the Way or something. Nomad Outpost. We will... Ooh, and the P and Karen. The combo. Pump up our Hangerback, sack him to P and Karen, go to town. Well, let's start with our first Hangerback. Hangerback X1. Card's absurd. 2 for 1 all the time. Opponent has their own hanger back. Oh, another P and Karen too. Well, I think the plan is tap our hanger back before our opponent can do anything about it. Play Shivan Reef, and we are just going to play a second hanger back X1. Alright, I'm feeling pretty good about this one. I guess Gideon is still annoying, but it's not just deadly on its own. Yep, there's Gideon. Gonna make a 2-2, I assume. If they attack, we're definitely blocking. Alright. Makes a 2-2. Another land. So we can double pump hangerbacks. I think maybe that's the play, actually, and wait on Pia and Karen. We can play this mountain, play hangerback, X1, and then just pass, pump up both of our hangerbacks. If our opponent attacks, we can block with a hangerback and get 3 flyers and use those to kill Gideon. Here it comes. Well, we are going to block and block. Cash in our hangerbacks. Hopefully they don't have Radiant Flames. Pump up our hangerback. Pump up our hangerback. Let's it go. Alright, we lose a hangerback. Still have the second one. Got some flyers to start attacking this Gideon. Hangerback X2. Alright. Hangerback battles. Ooh, and a Ghostfire Blade? Man, we are really close to being able to kill that Gideon. Well, we're going to go for the blowout here. Play the land. Play Ghostfire Blade. Equip up one of our Thopters. Then we're going to attack Gideon, attack Gideon. Question is, do we attack with this hangerback? If we do, and our opponent blocks, yeah, let's not. We'll just get in with our Thopters, hit Gideon to 1. Leave back the other 2 to pump up. Leave up Fiery Impulse. Yeah, let's kill that hangerback now. And pump up our smaller hangerback. This one we want to leave to block one of these. Another land for our opponent. They're down to 2 cards though as well. We're going to kill that Gideon, most likely. And that does it! Sweet! This deck is sweet! For all my complaining about land troubles, it's getting there.